Hi, so the goal of this video is to help you make money on old school Runescape. I don't want to waste your time, so let's just jump right into it. So the method I'd like to go over today is what I call a high volume free-to-play trading alt. This method will make you about 30Ks a day depending on the market conditions. I don't foresee this method really shifting from 30K, but I'm not a future telling wizard and anything can happen, so just take that into consideration. This method I developed as a passive income source. I work about 46 to 60 hours a week at my IRL job, so I don't get a huge amount of time to play. So that's who I would feel would benefit most from this type of an account. So first off, you're going to want to make a new email for this. Use whatever you want to sign up for it. Gmail, Yahoo, doesn't matter. I don't think Jagex really cares. Then log into your character and make it how you want. Then complete Tutorial Island, and then land into the mainland. From here, you will need to remove trade restrictions, which you can do however you want. But for example, you can do this method or just skip to the next part at the timestamp below. All right, so you got your email and you got your account, so you just log in. And then we're gonna get to the Tutorial Island screen, I believe. Okay, so now we're here at the Tutorial Island where you're gonna wanna pick your awesome display name. So I'm gonna pick something really cool, let's see here. Really cool, really cool 6. Oh, it is available. Okay, cool. So really cool. And I like looking like a bot, so here we go. We're just gonna speed run this part. Okay, so we'll just start my method. So the first step is you're probably going to want to go to the Grand Exchange. I'm going to drop all my stuff here because, oh, I forgot to put my settings on. Let me put my settings on. I like to hide roofs. I like to, what was the other? Sorry, I haven't done this in a while. Shift to drop, shift to click to drop, to click to drop. Then we do accept trade delay turned off because that's annoying. And I don't like the level up interface. So with all that, we'll just start going to the Grand Exchange. If we drop everything but air and mind runes is what I do, then we should have enough energy to get to the Grand Exchange without running out of run energy. So we'll just run there quick, and I'll speed this clip up starting here just to run there. Okay, so we're coming up on the Grand Exchange now. Here we are at the Grand Exchange, and we're going to get the equipment we'll need to get our trade restrictions started off. Now, I have a main. I use a main for mine, so I would just recommend that you use a main, and I'm going to trade with him, but I don't want to share my main's name with the world. Or, not my main, one of my other alternate accounts, but yeah. So we'll clip this real quick. All right, so now I got that stuff traded from my main, or my other alternate, sorry, whatever. You just get this, now that I get this stuff traded, you will need a red berry pie, 2 iron bars, pot of flour, an egg, milk, 1 beer, 1 garlic, 1 hammer, 1 white bead, 1 yellow bead, 1 red bead, 1 black bead, about 50 casts worth of Earth Strike. So you need a staff, 60 air runes, 50 mine runes. Like I said, about 50 should be fine. 2 iron ore, 4 copper, 6 clay, about 10 salmon. Energy pots are optional, but then 1 orange dye, 1 blue dye, and then 3 goblin mail. And essentially the quests we're going to do are Cook's Assistant, Doric's Quest, Imp Catcher, Vampire Slayer, and then Goblin Diplomacy, I believe. I think that's all of them, yeah. Oh, and then the Knight's Sword. So essentially, the Knight's Sword. So these are all the quest items you'll need for that. So now that we have our stuff, let's do the first part of this run, which is going to be deposit, which is going to be Cook's Assistant, Imp Catcher. We're going to take our runes out with us. Doric's quest, then Goblin Diplomacy. I believe that's all we'll need right now. Yep. So for the first part of this segment, you're going to use all this stuff. Dye your armors now. Put your staff on. Set airstrike for your auto cast, and then hit the home teleport. So then, okay, now that I hit the home teleport, I'm going to turn my run back on. I'm going to head over and I'm just going to do the Cook's Assistant quest. I am using RuneLight. You should use RuneLight, and then you should turn on the Quest Helper plugin. So you come here, Quest. Quest Helper, toggle that on. So then whenever you start a quest, I think in the settings you should be able to like auto start the helper, and then that should just guide you through all these quests yourself. So instead of having to follow along on another tab and split your focus, you can just focus on one client and then get it done. So you're gonna go, what's wrong here? You just go through the options and just hold spacebar down so that you don't have to deal with the chat options. Boom, we're done here. Should level up to 4 cooking or something like that. Let's see. Yep, 4 cooking. And then we will run to the next quest spot. Okay, so now we're here at the Wizard's Tower. You're going to climb up the staircase. Click, go up. And then you're going to talk to Wizard Mezagog. You're going to say, give me a quest, please. So then he'll start up. You'll say, yeah, what up? So there's 2 different ways to dialogue. Say that. They'll have that funny dialogue because you have the beads already. I just click again, and then it just skips that dialogue. So then you can just hand him the beads, and he'll give you an Amulet of Accuracy in response. Clip this up, speed this up, speed this up. Okay, so now you got your Amulet of Accuracy. You're going to immediately equip that. Head over to this Lesser Demon right here because we need to unlock Earth Strike. Because your magic is 8, you need level 9. So then there's usually a bot or something here, some free-to-player or whatever, who cares. He'll be killing the Lesser Demon, but you just kind of chill. And that's why we need the 50 strikes, because we need enough strikes to do Vampire Slayer, but then also enough to train up to Earth Strike so that we can actually complete it. So that's why we get about 50 strikes, but you can probably get away with more if you're really hurting for cash, I guess. Whatever, but... yeah, so we're going to attack the Lesser Demon here. Bing, da, ding, ding, ding. We're just going to shoot him over and over again until our XP gets us to level 9 or whatever. So I'll just, I don't know, I'll move the camera around so this is fun to watch for you guys. Feel free to speed this part up, like, on your own, or skip around, skim, whatever. I'm just going to do this as a bunch of clips together so that you guys can just see it from the start to the end. Okay, we are now level 9, I believe, so that we will just immediately change our autocast to Earth Strike and then move on to the next part. So now we are going to go and we're going to do a run by and drainer by the jail guards, and hopefully no wizards there from somebody trolling, trying to kill botters or low level accounts. So we're going to run up. I'm going to stop at the bank too and pick up my other energy potions just to get this done faster. I don't know if 5 is enough, but that's usually just, I just picked the number, honestly. So yeah, you probably want a couple inventories. Yeah, then we did a run back from the jailer guard who doesn't like us, and we got some other bots over here doing bot stuff probably. This is free to play. Boom, we're gonna pull that out. And then we're going to the start of Vampire Slayer, which is on the north part of Drainer here. Gonna talk to Morgan, our dog, our homie, our G, our friend. What's the problem, big boy? Oh yeah, I'm a little weak. We're going to start the Vampire Slayer. Okay, so now you see the stairwell. Ignore it. You got garlic in the bank. You're just gonna move on to the next part, which is now starting Knight's Sword, I believe. Yep, starting Knight's Sword in Falador, and then also starting and finishing Doric's quest. So then now I'll just speed this part up and see you in Falador. Alright, so we're pulling up in Falador Castle. We're going to run down the bridge here. We're going to say what's up to our buddy pal. Squire. Hey, Squire, how's it going? How's your wife? He's gonna say, oh, I'm pretty upset. You know, you lost it. Then you're gonna offer to make a new one. He's gonna say, nah, you suck. But there's some dwarves. Then you're gonna say, heck yeah, I'm super strong. I'm not level 20, but I don't need to be that strong. So now you got that quest started. Just check, make sure. Knight Sword started. KKK. KKKKK. We're going. The Dorks quest. Don't have any more energy pots on it, that should be okay. If it gets too annoying, I'll just do a... Let's do a drop. You want to use his anvils? You got the stuff. You're going to talk to him, and he's going to give you a pickaxe to start the quest, and you'll need that for Knight's Sword. Okay, so now we got some cash. We don't need that, so just drop it. Or keep it if you really want the cash, but just for the sake of this method, I'm dropping it. We're walking up. Start Goblin Diplomacy. Goblin Diplomacy is a pretty easy quest. It's just a bunch of dialogue. So far we got Dorks quest, Cook's Assistant, and Imp Catcher done. With that, we are total 52 total level, because for the get trade restrictions off, you need 100, I believe, and then you need 10 quest points and then 20 hours in game. I'll go over the 20 hours as well on the method. We'll just get it all done. So this is going to be 2 tutorials in one, I guess. Right on our best, doesn't matter which one you talk to. You talk about this, you just say, you know, first option, and then you pick number 3, because they want you to play Mediator. So then what about a different color? And they'll say, haha, cool. Then you'll start the Goblin Diplomacy. And then you got some orange armor, so then you gotta go through some dialogue here. Really cool. He's gonna go in there, look really cool. He's gonna come out looking orange as heck. And they're gonna be like, heck yeah, that's sweet. Just kidding. Then you talk to either of the generals again. They want blue, so then you got blue. Sometimes there's an alternate dialogue, which doesn't start the quest dialogue right away. They ask, like, your opinion on if he looks fat or not or something like that, and then you just say whatever, and then you'll get to the normal quest dialogue. Yeah, so you click this big boy. Yep. Yes, he looks fat. I'm glad this happened for this sake, so you can see it. Then you want the brown armor, which is the original Goblin Killer armor. And then they love it, and then you should finish the quest. I think it gives us crafting levels. Not 100% sure. We'll check again right after this is done. Bing! 200 crafting XP and a gold bar, which you do not need the gold bar, so you can drop it or keep it if you want. So now on to the next part, which is... I believe I have to head to Verak to talk to Raldo. So we'll see you there. Hey there. Okay, so now I got my my DoorDash, my energy pot, so I can speed this part up and still do a little bit of commentary. We're gonna run to Verak. There's 2 paths up here towards Verak, whatever, but I think this downward path is going to be pretty good. So we're just gonna take this way. Look at all the bots. Heck yeah. RuneScape's lit. Anyway. Okay, so I'm pulling up to Verak. We are here. I'm going to stop by the bank. Look at all these boys. Alright. So we're at Verak. I'm going to deposit. Let's get a... I'm going to drink up real quick. Get my energy back up. Drop the vial. Okay, so we're going to get the rest of our quest equipment. And then... Doom. Then we'll fill the rest up with energy potions. You don't need the energy potions, but you do need some sort of food. High healing food is good because we did start Vampire Slayer and Night Sword being too low of levels. So we are going to be taking some risks, but it should be fine. So we're going to head into the Verak Castle. And then we're going to go to the library, find a guy named Raldo, I believe his name is. It's been a while, so I don't quite remember. I think that's his name. Hi, Raldo. Book nerd. The guy. Mr. Knowledge. Mr. College Education. Mr. Cool Guy. So what do you know about the Imkado dwarves who we need to talk to? Then he'll tell us about, I think that they like to eat red berry pies, which then allows us to talk to the red berry pie guy. So now that we got that part out of the way, we're going to head south to work on our progression for Vampire Slayer. Now, this is just one way of doing everything. You don't necessarily need to do exactly what I'm doing. You just need to finish these quests in whatever order you're doing. You don't even really need to do that. You just need to get 10 quest points, 100 total skill level, and 20 hours in game time. So this is just one way to systematize and what I've done to optimize the quest points and the skill level. Because at the end of all this, you should have 100 to 103 total level, I believe. So you talk to him. Oh, sorry, I got caught up. Okay, so you talk to him once. He says he wants a beer, so then you're gonna have the beer, give it to him, and then he'll finally give it up. He'll tell you the deets, and he'll give you a steak, and then say vampires are scary, but you need garlic, and you got the steak here to finish him off. So obviously, as a level, whatever we are, what's our total level? 6 combat level. Sorry. With the combat level 6, we cannot use the standard combat styles to kill the vampire, but we can use magic because Earth Strike, I think, has a max hit of 5. I don't know. It's higher than like it's a lot more DPS than a level 6 should be able to put out. So that is how we are going to complete Vampire Slayer as a lower level. So I will just run there now. So here's Drainer Manor. We're pulling up. Hello. Don't start that quest. Or you can if you want to. I don't know. Do whatever you're doing. It's your account. So we run up to the door. It's going to lock us in. Big spooky, big scary. Somebody else seems to be starting. Or what are they doing? I don't know. Who cares? So you got to open these doors. That one's open. Head over to the staircase. And then we're going to go into the spooky dungeon of the Vampire Slayer dungeon door. Yes, very scary, very spooky. So then we're going to open the casket up. It's going to summon the big, scary, spooky vampire. Very Halloween, very Drainer. Count Drainer. He's going to hit us. And essentially, you're going to just auto-retaliate, hit him good, hopefully. And then eat on 3. 3 or less. I like to eat on 4 if I'm scared. It's just 3. You need to eat because he can hit max hit at 3. And then you're just going to fight it out, get it done. And if you die, just come back and try again. Because your stuff will just be at the top of the stairs, I believe. Ooh, I ate on accident there, sorry. The Drainer, he is hitting me pretty good. That's why we got 10 fish. Because sometimes he doesn't hit you at all. Sometimes he'll hit you every tick. Here we are. Okay, 0. I still don't need to eat. Okay, he goes down. Boom. Good game. So you want to save as much fish as possible here or get more fish. Because now that we're done with Vampire Slayer, we're going to move on to the next segment, which is heading and completing Knight's Sword. So where we're at now is 20 attack, 9 magic, 4 cooking, 10 mining, 3 crafting. So we are up to 73 total level. So we're halfway there. Well, yeah. We're almost there. And with Knight's Sword, it should jump us up to like 30 or something like that, which would put us in the 100 range. So let's go do that. I'm going to run there now. Okay, so we're down here. So I'm just going to get the blue right away. But the next part of this quest is we need to talk to Thurgo, I think his name is. Yeah, Thurgo. Okay, so down here in the cave, you want to have high energy. So if you don't have energy potions, you want to wait for it to be at least like as close to 100% as you can get it because you need to run in and out. And this is a very dangerous area, the highest chance you will die. And if you've not done this, you probably will die because first few times I tried, I died. So I'm just going to get up to close to 100. Like I said, as close as I can get. And then the muggers are easy to tank. Usually there's somebody training on them, so then you could like kind of path around to not get hit. Then we go up to the pirates, and they should tag you. And essentially down here in the cave, you should be able to tank a pirate hit or 2. Maybe I think they're top. I don't remember their max hit, but you know a lot of times you can just kite around. The hobgoblin should hit you for 1 to 5. So then if you pretty much take any damage and you are lower than 7, you're gonna want to eat. So now we're at the dangerous part here. And he's going to hit. Okay, I tanked it. So I'm going to just get down to the blue right over here. And hopefully... Okay. So I got aggroed by that guy over there. There is an aggressive Ice Warrior. And if that happens, then you just want to pretty much hop worlds until he unaggroes you. Or you can wait here for 20 minutes and unaggro yourself. I'm just going to switch worlds just for the sake of safety. Okay, this guy, he might see me again. I'm just going to go for it. Okay, he immediately aggroed me, so I'm just going to hop worlds again. Okay. Alright, so I'm here. I'm just going to go for it. You'll still mind if he hits you. So as long as you're above 8, you don't need to eat. So I'm just going to hope for the best that I can get this before he kills me. So I needed to eat, so I'll start mining again. I got the blue right, so now I can just run out. That's why you need multiple fish. If the hopping doesn't work in the... because I got unlucky 3 times in a row, I just decided to go for it. I was comfortable. If you're comfortable, you know... If they hit you for... I think it's like 6 is their max. 6, just say 8. So, you know, if you're below 8, you pretty much take any damage, eat, and then click the blue right again. And then you just need to sprint out of the cave because you're level 6. So now that we got the blue right, we're done with all the dangerous parts, so we don't really need any fish anymore. So I'm just going to drop all unnecessary items from my inventory so I can save on run energy. Garlic hammer is done. And then Redberry Pie iron bars is all I need, and the pickaxe is done. So now, yeah, this is pretty much all we'll need. So it's just a couple dialogue tag between Thurgo and the Squire to finish the quest up. So then you'll give him a pie. He'll get super happy. He'll take the pie from you. There'll be a little bit of a dialogue you can't skip. Now you can skip, and then you're really cool. Can you make a special sword for me? He says, I need a picture of it. So then you're going to go back to the Squire and talk to him about it. So then I'll run up to Falador. Okay, so we're coming to the Falador Castle one more time. We're going to talk to the Squire. He's going to tell us about the photo frame is in his master's room, and he wants us to take or be really careful and not get caught because he doesn't want to get busted. So, you know, we're gonna open the doors here, and then open this set of doors. Go up the ladder. Sorry, I don't have a lot of run energy, so I'm gonna have to try to fill this up with commentary. Anyway. Up the ladder, open this door, and then there should be a staircase over here that you head up to. Okay, we're walking. This isn't time sensitive, so it's not okay. You don't have to run. So here we are. You want to see surviving? Oh my gosh, I just got that. Surviving. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. So, you know, he's outside of the room, so let's turn our run energy on, try to open the door, run in there, and close it before he can catch us. Okay, boom, boom, bang. Okay, so now we open the cupboard, so if he's in the room looking at you within a certain number of tiles, he will catch you. But if he's not in the room or is not looking at a certain distance away, you can get the portrait. Well, now you have the portrait. We will just head back down, and we just go back to Thurgo. So I will see you there. Okay, so I got my DoorDash, so I'll just start running again. Okay, so here we are. We're here. Thurgo is coming up. We're going to talk to him. We're going to say, hey, buddy, how's it going? We got that picture. He's going to be like, sick. About that sword. Yep, got the picture right here. I'm going to need some iron bars and some Blu-ray, which I'll have. So you just started another chat. Ask him to make it, and then, blow, he'll get you another one. Then you just make your way back to the Squire, and I believe that will complete the quest. Knight's Sword. Okay, so we're here. Here's the Squire, buddy. You're going to let him know you got the sword, and he'll be like, heck yeah, man, thank you so much. No, I'm not going to get fired. And there you go. 1 quest point, 12k, smithing XP. Bing, 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 bing. So now let's check the stats. 101. So now we got that done. Quest points, 12. That is over 10, so there we go. We got a couple extras, but I add a couple quick ones in the run so that you can just get the 100 total level. And it just gets it done. You know what I mean? Adds a little bit of extra time, just a few more dialogue options. So, okay. So now we got the points. We got the total skill level. What's next? Well, we still have to get the 20 hours of in-game time, and I kind of borrowed this idea from Splashing. But there is an in-game mechanic, which I will show you, that allows us to box. Or wait, it's just called boxing. Sorry, yeah. I didn't mean to trip over myself there. I'm just kind of doing a million things at the same time. So it's called boxing. What boxing is that you'll aggro a monster, and that monster will hit you. Oh yeah, right. I got it from Dead Man mode because that was a bannable offense or something like that. So essentially, you'd box, so you just have another player hit you or kick you or whatever, so it wouldn't do a lot of damage, so that you could like protect yourself from other PvP. So boxing, you can box a rat or a chicken or other things along the lines of that to just stay logged in. Okay, I don't know if this is a very well-known method or not, but this is just how we're going to hit our 20 hours. So we're just going to head to a little private spot because, you know, I look like a bot, so I don't want to get reported just because I'm just trying to get my 20-hour mark. And I'm pretty sure they might do that too. You could also do stuff like splashing if you want to like make this a different alternate account, or you're too sketched out because of boxing or whatever. I don't know. You know, just play the game for 20 hours too. This could just become just another alternate account. So then you get all these requirements, and then maybe just go into like crafting gold rings or something like that. Just make a little extra cash, or maybe like a little wood cutting alt or something like that. It's really up to you. So, but just for the purposes of this method, we're just building this strictly to become a free-to-play, high-volume trading alt. So now, okay, so you're in the sewers, and you don't want to take the rat right there because you don't want another player to see that you're just standing there. See this? He's going to stay logged in until he hits the nerd timer, the 6-hour mark, if he were to retaliate, because that's just the mechanics. So if you head over here to this right spot, there's some spiders, there's a rat or two, and essentially all you're going to do is go to your combat, and then just turn auto retaliate off. You're going to punch the guy, pop, and then you're just going to run to a spot and let him hit you until you hit the nerd timer. So you do that in iterations 4 times, and then blam, you have your 20-hour playtime, and you're ready to rock. So that concludes the method. Now we'll head back into the trading portion, the trading segment of this, and then we'll see you there. All right, here we are. Now you got your trade restrictions off. Hopefully by this point, you're gonna want to wander the GE and get yourself a nice little cash stack to start trading with. But here's where there's a little nuance. You could technically do this method with any amount of GP, but I recommend you use about 4 mil for your trading amount, so you can leave the trades in for an extended period of time. Though it's not technically, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You can do this with any amount of money. You can do this with 4 GP. You just need enough GP to get one trade. It's just the less money you have in the Grand Exchange, the more often you have to check it to reset your trades and collect profits and stuff like that. So that's out of the way. Let's see about what you're going to trade. So we're going to run up to the GE. Bing, open that up. You got 3 trades because you're a free-to-play account. So you're going to buy, and we are going to buy elemental runes, but specifically fire runes, because fire rune, because they have a high daily volume, about 217 million sales a day. This is just a snippet from the Old School Runescape wiki active prices tab. This is just, that doesn't mean you're going to get 217 million sales. That's just how much volume is going. It's high price and low price, and it shifts around a little bit. But this is such a high volume that this should stay relatively okay. Sometimes it goes up to 5, 6. Sometimes I've seen it go as high as 9 when there's been like huge walls in the economy, and I think it's like bot related. But we're just going for, you know, sell price 4 here. That's what we're going to go for, and we're going to try to collect 5. So that's going to give us a nice ROI. Return on investment of 25%, which is pretty decent. Don't expect much more than 30,000 though. You know, that I've been doing this for a long time, so yeah. So fire room, boom. So then, you know, you just take 4 mil divided by 3, which I have a tab on, I have a plugin that allows me to do a third, and then I need to do a half. And then I can do the rest of my cash stack with hotkeys. It's a plugin for the RuneLite. Use those at your own risk, I guess, but I don't think they let any plugins on RuneLite that aren't acceptable by Jagex, and now boom. Okay, as you can see here, I used Fire Runes for the same 3 slots, and from what I believe from a little experimentation is that like trades are divvied out, like large volume trades are divvied out by like slots, but I'm not 100% sure. So I mean, if you're uncomfortable with this, then just do like 1 fire, 1 air, 1 water, or something along the lines of that. So the reason why I chose Fire Runes is because they're most consistent, because they're the highest volume trades on the game, so they're the hardest margins to move up or down, you know what I mean? Because like, say even 10,000 people saw this and started doing this method with 10,000 accounts, that may sometimes budge the margin up to 5-6, but like in the long run, it's not really going to move. So this is just like a safe, consistent way to just like generate 30K a day. So now we have our trades done. What's next? Next part is you log off, and then you either check daily if you have a small cash stack, or check once a week if you have a large cash stack. I'm not 100% sure when your accounts go inactives, but it seems to be about 7 to 10 days that I've checked and seen that my account was not collecting any offers. I personally do every 7 days because that's about the only time I have to collect. So let me just hop over to one of my other accounts so I can give you guys kind of an example just to show how much you're going to get. So I'll just pause here. Okay, so as you can see here, I last logged in 11 days, 10 hours, and 1 minute. We're just going to see how much I've collected. There's nothing in the inventory. Let's go check the game. It says we've gotten a bunch of Fire Runes here. So this is the progress to it. You know, this one's done. So now I'd want to get another like 1.3 mil to reset that to 333K, whatever. But let's just collect real quick. So 115K in 11 days. So it's about 10K a day. A little lower than the average is what I said, but that's just going to happen. If we went and checked out the market today, I'm pretty sure that there might be an influx of sales where the high and low is being fought for around 5-6 or something like that, or who knows, you know what I mean? So like I just said, over a long period of time you'll get about 30K. It's not guaranteed 30K a day, but it's just like the idea is that you just get easy profit that's fast. So like there we go, I logged in, got my money here, and then you can just trade it off to my main and then sell it and then collect the cash, you know what I mean? So there's, you know, that comes out to about 10K a day, but it averages out to about 30K, and I guess, you know, you're going to have mixed results based on how the market is going. So the main con to this method is it isn't a crazy amount of money, but the biggest pro to this kind of an account is that it's easy to start, easy to maintain, and it is consistent profits. Like you don't have to have a membership to make this. So I mean, like, yeah, so it's free, so you're going to get what you pay for. So it's just a little bit of labor, and then you have just like a little bit of cash on the side. So maybe you make like 5 accounts of this, so then you can get, you know, and spread your items around so you can increase the likelihood, or do your spreads, or do whatever you want to do for the GE, you know, passive, long-term, whatever. So the second draw to this kind of account is the amount of labor to actually require to make the money. I usually empty my account and don't need to change the GP back over for about a month with a 4 mil cash stack. And collecting profits for me only takes about a minute. So if we made like 30K a day for 7 days, that's 210K in profit in 1 minute of labor per 4 interactions. And then to reset the account, to reset the trades, takes me about 3 minutes. So on the 4th month. So that is 7 minutes a month with 4 interactions to produce roughly 840K. So an effective profit per hour, this method comes out to be about 7.2 mil an hour, I think. My math could be wrong. So, I mean, in terms of efficient use and time, this adds a little bit of extra spare change in your pocket while you're too busy to play. Like in my situation where I'm working 46 to 60 hours a week and I'm taking care of my kids and helping out around the house and stuff like that. So I mean, like, I got time to play, but not enough where I want to like grind out the new raid or some other crap that would require like 10, 12 hours a day of play, like some of these players, which is fine. Everybody plays their own way, do whatever. But that's it for my tutorial for high volume, free-to-play trading alt. I hope it helps out some people who are trying to find some ways to make money but don't necessarily have the time to play. So subscribe or don't. You know, just have a nice day.